In July of 1954, something truly bizarre happened at Haneda Airport in Tokyo, Japan. A man arrived on an international flight. He looked completely normal, wearing a business suit, carrying a briefcase, and speaking fluent French. He was calm, polite, and confident, like any experienced traveler. But when immigration officers looked at his passport, the confusion began. His country of origin was listed as Taured. No one had ever heard of such a place. Japan didn't recognize it. In fact, no country did. The officers thought it was a typo. Maybe he meant Andorra or Tunisia. But when they asked him, he seemed shocked. He pointed to a map and confidently placed his finger between France and Spain, the exact location where Andorra is located. But the man insisted that Taured had been there for over 1,000 years. He became visibly confused, even offended, that no one had heard of his homeland. To him, Taured was as real as France or Japan. His passport looked completely authentic, not forged. It had official stamps from previous visits to Tokyo, Paris, and multiple other countries. Even the customs stamps from Japan were legit, and matched historical designs. He carried currency from several European countries. He had a valid driver's license issued in Taured, along with a business card from a company that no one had ever heard of. Still, he gave the names of hotels he stayed in before. When officials called the hotel, they had no record of his booking. He mentioned his company based in Tokyo. But when they contacted the address, the building was real. Yet the company didn't exist. The phone number he provided, disconnected. Despite all that, the man remained completely calm. He wasn't nervous. He wasn't panicking. He was convinced there was just some mistake. And soon things would be cleared up. Japanese authorities, unsure of what to do, placed him in a hotel room for the night, under armed guard. They told him to stay there until they sorted things out in the morning. The room was several floors above ground. No balcony, no possible escape. 2 guards were posted outside the door all night, but when they entered the room the next morning, the man and all of his belongings were gone. The bed hadn't been slept in. No trace of forced entry, no signs of escape. The window couldn't be opened, and was far too high to jump. It was like he had vanished into thin air. The Japanese police launched an investigation. They searched the entire airport, the hotel, and the surrounding areas. But no one found anything. No fingerprints, no identity, nothing. So, who was the man from Taured? Some believe it was an elaborate hoax, a prank that fooled everyone. Others claim he was a time traveler from the past, or even the future. But the most chilling theory? That he came from a parallel universe, where Taured is a real and thriving nation. And that somehow, through a glitch in time or space, he accidentally crossed into our world. And when the universe corrected itself, he was pulled back. To this day, the case remains completely unsolved. There are no official records, no fingerprints, no body, no passport, and no answers. Was this a government cover-up? Was he a traveler between dimensions? Or was it a brief window into a world that exists alongside ours, hidden, just out of reach? One thing is clear. Reality isn't always what it seems. And sometimes, the strangest stories are the true ones. Subscribe for more real-world mysteries, unexplained events, and chilling true stories from the past and beyond. Because the truth is always stranger than fiction. For more real mysterious stories, subscribe now and hit the bell.